It's a game of patience, and it's a game of knowing, having a vision of the future. You know what it's gonna look like in 2 years, in 3 years. I offer everything that has to do with locks and natural hair, mainly locks. So that's starter locks, retwists, lock extensions, lock reattachment, lock repairs, lock detoxes, mainly anything that has to do with locks. So she actually just had some lock extensions and we cut them out. She got them 2 years ago. Some people get lock extensions and they keep them in forever, and some people get them just until their hair grows out to a certain length and then they cut them off. Lock extensions is human hair that we crochet with a crochet needle and turn them into locks, and then we add them to the ends of people's locks or to the end of her hair. I think when we started her hair probably was this long, and we added the lock onto it, and 2 years later it grew out this long. My process is a little bit different because I don't braid the lock on. I actually use a crochet needle and lock it into the hair. I only use 100% human hair, so it can be styled, colored, cut just like your regular locks. What a lot of people don't understand is you have to have a consultation to do so, because we need to know how long to make the locks, how big, what condition your hair is in, how much weight you can stand, because a lot of people automatically want really long locks, but their hair might not be able to take the weight that comes with having long locks. So I just tell people, if you think about lock extensions, do your research and make sure that your stylist makes you book a consultation. Nobody should be putting lock extensions in your hair without a consultation. Instalock is the same as lock extensions, except with Instalocks, I crochet your hair. So if you have a big afro, you already have a lot of natural hair, you can get it crocheted and you can be locked the same day, and all you have to do is come back and get a retwist. That's a good option for people who's been natural for a while, who already have a lot of hair, that don't want to go through the stages of baby locks. Our first thing is no such thing as an ugly stage, okay? It's a journey. We call it a lock journey because it's actually a journey. It's from start to finish. People say the ugly face because people don't like short hair. But you'll be surprised how many people whose hair grow long wish they can go back to when it was shorter. Once it gets longer, they realize, like, okay, I remember when it was short, it could do this. There's no ugly phase, it's all a journey. And when you make up your mind that you're gonna take the journey, it comes much easier. It grows fast. My hair has never been as long as it is now that I got locks. And a lot of my clients say their hair has never been that long with the chemicals and the perms and all that. Natural hair is the best to me. It grows fast. And the ugly stage, we put my quotations, it doesn't last that long. It's a phase. It's the short phase. Let's call it that. I like that better. The short phase, not the ugly phase. So last year was my first fantasy competition. I had never done one before, but I don't feel like locks is represented enough in the hair shows, or even natural hair. You know, you see a lot of the weaves and a lot of the curls, and I'm okay with that, but a lot of us are not walking around with that. So I decided to get into one of the local hair shows here, which was the Monster Ball, and I ended up winning. And it's because, like, I feel like my clients wear their crowns every day. They fantasy hair, we wear it every day. We can do all type of crazy, neat, beautiful things with our locks. And it's a work of art and it needs to be seen. And I plan on getting to the Monster Ball hair competition this year as well. I already have my idea and what I'm gonna do already together. I've been doing locks probably over 17 years now. And back in the day, of course, like everybody, you're taught to use beeswax and all this gel and all these products. Well, with me building my clientele and doing locks for so long, I realized that a lot of the products that were on the shelves were high in alcohol. Beeswax has the word wax in it. We wax our cars to repel water and dirt. So if you're putting wax in your hair and then you're trying to wash it, what do you think that it's doing? It's repelling the water. It's never getting clean. So once I realized what it was doing, I started making my oil first, just for hydration. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not using this stuff on the shelf anymore. I don't want to use it. I'm gonna make my own. I started with a flaxseed based gel, and I used to use the flaxseed by itself. And that was okay, but it still, because flaxseed makes a gel, it still would make it hard a little bit. So I added other things to it to help condition the hair and make it softer. So it was the oil, the gel, and then I was like, okay, you can't put detangler in locks because locks are knots, and if you put detangler in it, it's gonna come down. So how about I make a rose water based moisturizer? And that's how I came up with the moisturizer. So we have the only oil, the sweetest honey jelly, and the moisturizing mist is what I offer. That's the thing about being an entrepreneur. When you work for yourself, you can make your own schedule. So I'm at a point where I work so hard in the beginning to build up my clientele. I work when I want to work. I make my schedule how I want to make it. I make time for my kids in my schedule. Making money is great, but I don't let making money rule me. So even when people say I'll pay an extra this or extra that to come in, if it's something I have to do with my kids, or if it's time I took out for my family, it don't matter what you offer me, I'm not taking it. Because I can make more money. I can't get the time back with my family. I can't get my self-care back. So on Sundays or Mondays, I only work if I want to. If not, I'm going to get a massage. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do something for Lanette. Because if you don't, you'll drive yourself crazy. And if you overwork yourself trying to make a bunch of money all the time, you'll burn yourself out very quickly. Nothing great came without some type of failure or some type of fall. It makes you stronger. The way my clientele is now, it didn't used to be like that. I remember on Fridays and Saturdays, I would have 3 people. But I went out, I go to the malls, I went out in the streets and just passed out my card to anybody. If you had dreads or natural hair, I was passing your card. If you said you had a stylist, I said, well, if they can't get you one day or you find yourself in an emergency, give me a call. I don't want to take you from your stylist, but just in case you know somebody or you having a bad day, you can't get in, call me. And that's how I built it slowly but surely to where I am today. You know what you got to do, just get up and do it. Nobody's stopping you but you. Fear takes over a lot of people. Don't let it take over you, just do it.